So I wasn't like really officially taught how to make the chicharrones, just by watching and just being there, the experience of the entire thing. Watching them be cut up into little cubes, little squares, ready to deep fry them in the big cast iron frying pot outside that was, over an open flame. So just watching that so much, at least, twice a year is when we would kill a pig. And so it occurred that often. And just by observation is how I learned to do that. And again, I think, nobody sat there and said, okay, this is how you cut him, this is how you do it. It was just all by observation in the experiences with the matanzas.
Was it the same for learning how to make tortillas for
Yes.
you?
Well, tortillas actually, I learned when I was about 14, 15 years old. My mom started working in Taos, and so one of my biggest things was I always had dinner made for my parents when they got home from work. My mom worked in Taos and my dad worked in Los Alamos, so I had the table set. And so asking my mom, well, what are the measurements for making tortillas? And all she would say is, well, 2 cups of flour, and for each cup of flour you add a tablespoon or a teaspoon of baking powder and some lard and warm water. And so I would roll out the tortillas, and they were pretty tasty, but they were crooked. They were all different shapes. And one of the things that my dad used to tell me is, "Don't worry, they don't go in rolling. We chew them up, and so it doesn't matter what shape they're in." So yeah, I kind of was just given the recipe, and I learned and I did the rest on my own.